Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing U.S. immigration. This is an alert, and I do these every once in a while. This specifically to preface, this is for U.S. immigration matters. We're not talking about Thai immigration or tax or anything here in Thailand. This is purely an alert for U.S. immigration. You know, I thought of making this video because, I was just sort of having an epiphany laying in bed the other night, and I said, you may be being a little bit too nonchalant, maybe a little complacent regarding what we're moving into with respect to this upcoming administration and its implications for U.S. immigration. It's probably worth making a video and kind of pointing out to people, hey, and this is the point of the video, look, if you're thinking of bringing a loved one to the United States, let's call it over the next 2 years, it's probably not a terrible idea to think about filing now. And the reason for this is when you file a case, the laws and the rules that tend to govern that case at the time that it was filed will tend to govern that case moving forward. Now, they can do rulemaking changes, as Trump did in his prior administration, primarily utilizing Stephen Miller, if I remember correctly, to change certain laws, change certain rules with regard to how cases are filed. But if you get things on file prior to major changes like that, generally speaking, again, it's not always the case, but generally speaking, you get sort of grandfathered in with regard to how they process cases, the protocols they utilize, the underlying rules and regulations. That can be a major benefit depending on your situation, especially where we may be seeing changes to the rules associated with the affidavit of support. Most notably, we could see the requirements for finances being raised yet again, as they were briefly raised under the Trump administration, only to be only for that to be rescinded, for that to be reversed under the Biden administration. Presumably, and I'm kind of hoping that Trump has learned some lessons regarding legal versus illegal immigration. But look, we know what we know from the last administration. There's a high probability that they could be making some major rule changes in the upcoming months and years. And for that reason, again, if you're looking to bring a loved one to the United States, now might be the most optimal time to get that case on file. Now, again, I don't tend to like to make these videos to create any kind of notion that I'm trying to scare anybody into filing a case or do something they wouldn't otherwise do. So that's why I say, if you were otherwise looking to bring a loved one to the United States over the course of roughly, call it the next 2 years, the point I'm trying to make here is that getting a case on file sooner rather than later may be the optimal strategy.